Today's warm-up, we're going to practice adding integers using both chips and a number line. These are both things that you'll need to know how to do during your quiz, so that's why we're practicing this. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to use the chip model first. So I know that I'm starting with 6 negative chips, so I'm going to draw those. Whoops. That's not right. My negative chips, of course, are always red. I'll take that out. So I've got 6 negative chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negative chips. And I'm adding to that 8 positive chips. I know the yellow is a little bit hard to see, but it really is there. I know you can see it, even though it's difficult. So notice how I've lined each and every one of those up. So just to double check, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of both, and then I've got a couple of extras over here. So I did line each of one. Every time I see a 0 pair, I'm going to cross them out. But since I know that all of these are already lined up with each other, I can simply cross them all out together. I know that this is what I have left. I've got 2 chips left over that haven't been canceled due to 0 pairs, and they're both positive. So my final answer is positive 2. So this, of course, is the chip model. The next thing I need to do is my number line. So I know I'm going to draw my number line. And I've got start, face, move, and end. Those are the 4 things that I always use, and I like to put them out first because then I won't forget any of them steps. So I know that I'm starting on the -6. The reason I know that is because it's right there. That is my start. So I'm going to write it here, and then I like to put start right in the middle of my number line because that's where I'm starting. I'm not sure right now if I'm going forward or backward, or which way I'm going on the number line. Now the next thing is face. The operation always tells me which way to face. Now right now we're only doing addition, so that means we'll always face towards the positive end of the number line or to the right. And again, the reason we're doing that is because we're adding. The next thing I need to decide is my move. Which direction am I going to move, and how many spaces? And what's going to tell me that is the final integer. So I'm going to move, it's positive, so I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to move forward 8 places. And the thing that told me that was the fact that this integer is positive. Now, remember, I'm facing in this direction, so that's also the direction I'm going to move. And I need to move 8 places. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 places. So I move here. This is where I'm going to end. It's my end place. And now I need to count that off. I know this is -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0. Now notice how I didn't label every one. It's unnecessary to label every one, just as long as I'm counting them off properly. And then I've got 1 and 2. And of course this end is positive. It's always important to remember that your positive numbers go in this direction and your negative numbers go in the other direction. Where I ended right here, that number is -2, or excuse me, +2. So my final answer is +2. And that also matched up with my chip model, which it should have. If I'd gotten a different answer, I would have needed to go back and check which one I did wrong. But I didn't get a different answer. I got both the same, -2 as the final answer.